Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, if there is anything giving William Ruto a sleepless night, then it is the by-election that are going to happen in this country. If it was Ruto's wish, actually today, we cannot have those by-elections in the middle of his leadership, because again, it is a test of his leadership. The opposition are so much also interested in the by-elections because again, it gives them the test on their progress as a united opposition. So we are in that dilemma. Another person who has a problem is Ruto's deputy, because then one of these by-elections is happening in his own region, Mount Kenya East. Remember, we have Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. So West is the larger side, Agikuyu, Wakikuyu. Then this other side, Mbere, Embu, and all that, Mount Kenya East. That is where Kithure Kindiki is coming from. One of the by-elections is going to be conducted in Mbere North constituency after Ruto made the area member of parliament a CS. This is where Justin Muturi also is coming from. And that CS was elected on JB Muturi's political party. So the party, Democratic Party, has been given an opportunity by the United Opposition to field a candidate, and they will support that candidate in order to capture that seat again. With that, we are also seeing the government side also. It's like they are leaving it to the UDA ruling party. ODM is not interested in that. Na hakuna chama ingine hapa ina field candidate ni UDA. This is also giving us another opportunity to learn exactly on the current political situation. Who is where? For example, if I ask you today, where does Uhuru Kenyatta belong? Is he on the government side or is he with the opposition? And there has been a question about, discussion about Uhuru Kenyatta handing over Jubilee Party to Fred Matiangi. Today, I think that question can be answered partly. Using the Mbere by-election, Mbere North, that question is going to be answered. But before we go in that discussion or revealing that, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to our discussion. Now, there is something that one of the Jubilee Party leadership shared, which is revealing the way forward. Pauline Njoroge. Pauline Njoroge, I think he is the organizing secretary, the deputy organizing secretary of Jubilee Party. There is something she's revealing. And I want to quote her. As the Deputy Organizing Secretary of the Jubilee Party, I wish to set the record straight. The National Executive Council, which is chaired by Uhuru Kenyatta, has not issued nomination paper to any aspirant for the Mbere North by-election. Jubilee field candidate. Sasa tujue, wakati Jubilee is not fielding candidate, Jubilee wako wapi? Now that's the other question that comes in. So where is Jubilee? Now they're not fielding a candidate. Listen to this. The Jubilee Party will not be fielding a candidate in this race. Instead, we will stand firmly behind the joint opposition candidate. Here, the joint opposition candidate. Yule mwenye Justin Muturi has given and is supporting. Yule mwenye Rigathi Gachagua is supporting, yule ambayo Eugene Wamalwa is supporting, the one that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is supporting. Take this to the bank and treat all other claims as pure hearsay. It's just hearsay, no iota of truth. So there was an issue that Jubilee Party is fielding a candidate in Mbeere. If Jubilee was fielding a candidate in Mbeere North, it will still bring that confusion, because we'll be asking, okay, the government side have their candidate, opposition have their candidate. Now Uhuru is there. So where is Uhuru Kenyatta and Jubilee Party? It will still give that confusion. But now, the statement from Paulino Njoroge is pointing to a certain direction. Jubilee Party has taken a political move. This confirms that Jubilee is not with William Ruto. Jubilee hayuko na Ruto, hayuko na Raila, hayuko kwa hii broad based. Jubilee is firmly in opposition. That is now the interpretation of the statement from the Deputy Organizing Secretary, Paulino Njoroge. They have used Paulino Njoroge because Paulino Njoroge is popular, she has a platform, and the information can be passed. So, Paulino Njoroge is someone who normally consults direct to the president. At some point, Uhuru will communicate through her. What she says, it is Uhuru's position. So this is Uhuru Kenyatta's position. There has been a lot of questions about those who have worked with Uhuru Kenyatta, even in the previous election. People like Lee Kinyanjui. There is another guy in charge of agriculture. There is the one for, I think for agriculture, alikuanga yule jamaa alikuanga wa health kitambo. The former CS for health. So either for agriculture. You are talking about someone like the former Kiambu governor. This team was behind William Ruto behind Uhuru Kenyatta at one point. So when they joined the government, there was a feeling that Uhuru is now in the government. He has been given his share, Raila has his share, and Uhuru has it. So which is which? Was it just William Ruto poaching these guys, akina Lee Kinyanjui kuwa saidi yake? Ama kunaenda aje? Now, going by this situation, it shows that Uhuru might not be with William Ruto. The issue of Uhuru handing over Jubilee Party to Matiangi might be there. And that's why Uhuru is now sending Jubilee allies to go and join the opposition and campaign for the united opposition candidate. The record has been set clear and straight. Hapo sasa ndipo mambo yalivyo. So, William Ruto, if he had interest in having these guys to coerce them so that they can have the Jubilee Party, it is not so. So who is throwing his weight behind the opposition? The possibility of handing over this party to Matiangi, it is there. This also confirms something. Matiangi might be a Uhuru Kenyatta's project in opposition. Huyo ni mtu ya Uhuru Kenyatta sasa. Uhuru ameangalia the most trusted and loyal person, Matiangi ndio huyo. So tukiona Matiangi kama atapeperusha bendera ya opposition, sababu kuna wale wanasema tu okay, Matiangi is the right person. Akina Kalonzo, they cannot really push. But if Matiangi is well resourced, he can really push it. For Gachagua, there are a lot of haddocks. Sorry for that. There are a lot of haddocks ahead of Gachagua. Impeached, kesi kwa kotini, and all that. So Matiangi might be Uhuru Kenyatta's project in opposition. Uhuru might be throwing his weight behind Fred Matiangi, and this statement, it is giving us some information toward that direction. I don't know your views, but please let us meet in the comment section to continue with our discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.